So John Bolton's back in the news. I'll tell you, that guy's like the incurable cancer of American politics. It just won't go away. Anyways, his return to the public spotlight is based on the rumor that he'll testify that Trump tied aid to Ukraine on the investigation of the Bidens. Just a rumor at this point, with Trump denying it and Bolton silent for now. I, for one, have very low regard for John Bolton. I mean, other than having a wicked mustache, he's been a constant source of conflict and controversy, fraudulent behavior for decades. Let's review. As a young Republican in the late 60s, Bolton was a booster for the Vietnam War, but of course he did everything he could to avoid fighting it in himself. After kicking around various law firms in D.C., Bolton joined the Justice Department, where his first job was the official misplacer of important documents for his boss, who was being investigated for Iran-Contra. Bolton has a spectacular record of defying and withholding evidence from Congress, which makes it a bit strange that he's so eager to testify now. In '86, Bolton tried to torpedo Senator John Kerry's inquiry into the allegations of Contra drug smuggling and gun running. And he also fought against reparations for Japanese Americans who were interned during World War II as a side hobby. 2001, Bolton took a position to prevent the spread of weapons of mass destruction. And guess who was adamant that Iraq had WMD a few months later? Yep, John Bolton. He also said that Cuba was developing biological weapons and the U.S. should invade them, as well as North Korea, Libya, Syria, Iran. Bolton's never met a country that he didn't want to invade. Bolton's also been accused of fabricating the Iraq yellow cake scare that contributed to the invasion of that country. And Bolton has often been accused of attempting to pressure the intelligence community to endorse his views. Needless to say, when George Bush nominated Bolton to be the ambassador to the United Nations, there was resistance from both Republicans and Democrats. Bolton was never confirmed, but Bush stuck him in there anyways, as a temporary position. In 2005, it was revealed that Bolton had made a false statement to the Senate in his confirmation hearing. He claimed that he had never been investigated in the previous 5 years, but he actually had been interviewed into the pre-war claims for the weapons of mass destruction that were never found in Iraq. 2006, he resigned from the UN since the Senate was going to vote against him. And then Bolton went away for a decade. Hallelujah. Until Trump, for some inexplicable reason, named him National Security Advisor in 2018, where Bolton immediately resumed his bomb everyone strategy advice. Trump disagreed, Trump fired him. And here we are. Rumors abound that Bolton is prepared to testify to the Senate, which leads to several questions. One, would he actually say that, or is it just rumor? Two, if he says it, would he be telling the truth or spreading disinformation? Three, would such testimony be enough to garner enough votes for an actual impeachment? Four, will Trump invoke executive privilege to prevent Bolton from testifying? And finally, is executive privilege applicable in this case? I don't know the answer to any of these questions, but my own take on Bolton is this. He's as deep state as they come, likely corrupt, and willing to say or do anything to push whatever his agenda might be. I wouldn't be surprised at all if he had some sort of financial stake in Ukraine, and quite frankly, I don't trust the guy. My preference would be for the Senate not to call him or any other witnesses. What for? To appear fair? Republicans are so stupid, hung up on quaint things like wanting to be fair and seeking the truth, which, let's also face it, the Democrats don't give a crap about that. Witness the House hearing. The only time I want to hear about John Bolton again is in a top 10 list of mustaches in American politics. And other than that, see you later, man. Peace out.